Hey y'all, welcome back to Review That with Des. And in this video, we're going to be reviewing The Chi Season 5, Episode 10, the season finale. Y'all, I know I'm late. I told y'all in my last video, I was kind of having like some complications. I'm 9 months pregnant. And I can barely breathe, y'all. Like, when I'm talking, it's like I'm trying to catch my breath. It's just a lot going on right now. And any day, the baby could come. So, y'all bear with me, please. I'm sorry my reviews is so late. Bear with me. So, this episode comes on with Duda and Trig in a car. Duda is driving. Trig is in a passenger seat. And so, Trig hears noise in the trunk. So, he's like, what the fuck is that? Of course, Duda never answers. So they pull like under a bridge or something where no one was at. And Duda pops the trunk and Q is still breathing, still alive. So, of course, Duda puts 2 more bullets in him and now he's gone. So Trig is looking like, what the hell did you get me into? Trig is hot. Trig is pissed off. So they get in the car this time. Trig gets in the driver's side and Duda gets in the passenger side. So Trig wants to know why the hell did he bring him into that equation. And so Duda said, because you have something to lose. So again, like I said in my last video, Duda don't give a damn about nobody but herself. Nobody. Not even Tracy. So they show us Emmett and Keisha reading to EJ, and then they show us Rob and Tiffany helping EJ with some work. So now Tiffany is at Emmett's house and they're having a conversation. Emmett says they don't have to talk about it if she doesn't want to. So Tiffany basically wants to forget about everything that happened. However, Emmett does let her know that he did tell Keisha, he's a changed man. So Tiffany was like, great, everybody knows my business. But she did let Emmett know that she told Rob as well. So Emmett was happy. He was like, yeah, I'm glad to see, you told Rob. So it's like basically she's changing as well. So she was like, yeah, I like to be open. Emmett says, I know. But it was just funny. I love to see how they're getting along now. And then I love to see how everybody is working with EJ to make EJ great. So that's all really that matters, the children. However, where the hell is Ronnie? Like, we don't never see baby. Kevin asked Simone how much money did she think that he had. So she said she counted the night before. It was about $4,000. So he asked her, was it enough to get an apartment? She's like, I don't know. So she's like, but your moms are not going to allow you to move. He said, shoot, I'll go get emancipated. So she's like, you're really going to take your parents to court? So he just stares off, looks crazy. But it's like, Kevin, slow down. Like, when you are grown, you're not going to want to be grown. So enjoy these times now. Go spend your money on what you want to spend your money on. Not no damn apartment. Y'all, I know I'm gonna get tongue-tied, so just bear with me. Alright, so Trig tells Duda he's putting him in danger. Duda says he's keeping danger at bay. So Duda feels like he's protecting Trig, Tracy, and the Trinity Center. Woo, there you go. However, Trig is like, look, stay away from Tracy. You're going to get her hurt. You're going to get her killed. So he's like, oh, so now you're the big man. Trig says, yeah, somebody has to be. Here we have Jada, Tracy, Nina, and Dre, and Keisha. They're all doing yoga. Jada thanks everybody for coming. Nina says, anything for the bride. Keisha says, thank you for inviting me. It's amazing. Dre says she still can't believe her and Darnell are getting married. Keisha says, old love rekindles sometime. Nina said, the jury is still out on you and Emmett. Jada is like, look, Emmett has changed. So Dre tells her, look, if I could forgive you, then, anything is possible. So she's like, well, it's different. They're like, why is it different? She's like, because I'm married. That's even more worse, ma'am. Like, Nina is so negative. I wish she would go somewhere. Like, she's getting on my damn nerves. Everything is so negative. But however, Tracy does cut in and she asks Jada, why didn't she have a +1? So Jada lets her know that basically she does not know Otis and she doesn't have time for drama being at her wedding. So Marcus and Trig are basically trying to come up with a plan to take Duda down. They want his ass gone. So Marcus still has that tape that he had of Duda beating him up, basically. So he's like, he's going to release it. Trig says, don't release it until I give you the thumbs up. However, Trig wants Marcus on his campaign team, and Marcus said, I might take you up for that offer. So I would like to see that in season 6, them working together. So Duda and Nuck walks into Q's house. Like, that is just crazy to me. He tells Nuck they're going to have to flip Q's money. So he sits down and he picks up this picture, and it's a picture of Q and Rob. So he asks his Nuck, does he know who Rob is? So he's like, yeah, that's Q's nephew. Basically, Q was getting him weed from a plug in Cali. So Nuck tells him, basically, he was making money for them. So Duda's like, well, he wants him to go pay Rob a visit, let him know that his uncle is dead, but his weed business is still alive. Like, you are a bold motherfucker. So Gemma and Maisha are at Smokey's and they're eating. So Gemma says she's going to get Maisha a new producer, new studio time, and she should have an EP out in a few months. So Maisha is like, okay, so where are you getting this money from? So Gemma tells her she'll figure it out. Maisha said, you better, don't be playing with my feelings. I know that's right. So Nuck and his friends are standing outside. They're laughing. They're telling jokes. And they see a G-Wagon riding by. So Nuck is like, I know that ain't that nigga Trig. So he creeps up on the G-Wagon and pulls his gun out. So Jake rolls the window down. And Nuck sees that it's Jake, but he still has a gun pointed in Jake's face. So Bakari creeps up out of nowhere and was like, don't do that. I was like, go ahead, boy. I love that moment. But anyway, he was like, don't do that. So basically, Nuck walks off. Because Bakari is like, he wish he would. And so, I feel like in that moment, maybe Jake was too scared to say something, but he could have at least said thank you. You know, the head nog, I got it. But yeah, you could have said thank you. He saved your life. So Fatima asks Trig how is he feeling about the announcement. Trig said he's confident. Fatima says everything will go as planned. So basically, Fatima lets Trig know that, you know, after he does his announcement that she will be leaving town. So he's like, is this it for me and you? So she's like, you know, she can't wait around for Trig to, you know, make that decision and let everybody know. She has to find her happiness as well. So I'm just glad that this shit is over because I'm so sick of them. So Gemma said Jake needs to tell Trig what happened. Jake is like, he doesn't need that right now. So she's like, you would have died if it wasn't for Bakari. He's like, I would have been all right. Like, Jake, please. He said he just can't get caught slipping again. However, they have their conversation about that. And Gemma does ask Jake, you know, is Smokey's hiring? So Jake busts out in this hysterical ass laugh. Like, Jake, please don't ever do that again. But he's like, I don't know. Ask Papa. I don't work there. So Ms. Green tells Keisha, Emmett, Rob, and Tiffany that EJ made progress since the last meeting. She said, but the battle is not over yet. She would like to get EJ on an IEP. So Tiff asks, what was that? So Keisha said she learned about that in school. She said it just means that they'll have special accommodations and they'll give him, you know, extra attention. Keisha said this way EJ can feel like, you know, it's nothing wrong with him. So anyway, you know, everything is okay with EJ. I'm so happy that everybody is working with him. However, the lady did ask Keisha, you know, to apply for a teacher assistance because she knew a lot about the kids. And she took an early childhood class. So when she walks out the class, Tiff asks if they could talk. So they basically squashed their beef. And then the guys, they were like, are we good? And they said yes. So they did a dab. And that was that. I'm just glad to see that everybody is maturing. And everything will be good for EJ. So Gemma wants to know why she has to mop the floors and she can't work on the cash register. Papa lets her know basically you're new here, so you have to do this. So he's like, do you want it or not? He said, because I have cousins out here that, you know, they want to earn money too. So Gemma is like, fine, I'll do it. So Papa is like, look, you need to fix your attitude. Like, Papa, go here. Who bossing you? Jake makes Trig shirts for the announcement. So he said he has enough for everybody. So Trig is so excited. And Jake is so excited that Trig is so excited. I love this moment. But Jake needs to go take himself a little designer class. So Duda goes over to Tracy's house and knocks on her door. So he brings her some flowers, and he's like, can I come in? So she's like, no, did you mean what you said about my son? So he apologizes, and he says he won't say it again. So she asks him, where's Q? What about Q? And he says he's found the solution for Q. What is your solution? Your solution was to kill him. He lies so damn much, it pisses me off. And you know what pisses me off more? The fact that she believes his lying ass. Like, girl, bye. So Shawty and Deja are talking, and she's basically bigging him up. And she's making him feel good, but really making him feel bad because he knew what he did and he did not tell her what happened. However, I know this shit gonna blow up in his face. But she does ask him to move in, and he does say yes. So I just feel like Shawty, season 6, shit is about to go down, y'all. It's about to go down. So Nuck goes over to Rob's house. Rob is like, what the hell are you doing here? Nuck tells Rob basically that Q is dead. So he's like, how I know you're not lying? So Nuck shows him a picture of Q being dead. And so he's like, dude, I will be calling you or whatever and letting you know the new arrangements. Rob is like, who the hell killed my uncle? So Nuck is like, don't worry about it. So I feel like some shit is going to go down about this too. Like, I hope y'all just don't let this shit slide. So Tracy asks, where is Q? Trig says, why? Tracy said, Otis said he found the solution. So Trig is like, is that what he said? So she's like, yeah. So Trig is like, you need to stay away from Otis, basically. He's not telling you everything. So she's like, we all have secrets. So, she ain't going to get it till her shit get blown up. Like, I ain't got time to be sitting here trying to convince a bitch that the nigga ain't right. Like, just, yeah, whatever. Anyway, she goes in the room, she shuts the door, and Trig makes that phone call to Marcus and was like, yeah, it's time. So we know that it's time means to go ahead and release that tape. So Lene and Kev are talking, and so she's basically like, so you're just going to leave me here? He's like, no, I'm always going to be here for you. He's like, he wants to leave because his parents treat him like a kid, and she's like, your parents are really nice, and blah, blah, blah. Nina and Dre walk into the room and let Lene know that her adoption papers are complete. It's just needing a signature, basically. And so she's still looking crazy. She's looking at Kev, and so they're like, so what, did you change your mind? She's like, no, I'm really excited, with this dry ass voice on. So anyway, she gets up and she hugs them, and so they're all hugging, and they're looking at Kevin like, why are you still sitting down? So he does get up and he says, welcome to the family, with this shitty ass face on. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him. So Doodah goes into Smokey's, and so Emmett is like, we're closed. So Doodah is like, I know. If you know, then get the hell out. Simple. Anyway, Nuck locks the door behind them. They have a conversation. So he's letting Emmett know he wants to invest in Smokey's and make it a franchise. And Emmett is like, that sounds good because that's something that he always wanted to do. But he knows that, Otis, money ain't clean. So he's like, I'm not perfect and blah, 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 but I'll make you a rich man. So Emmett is just looking so terrified. I wish Emmett just was like, look, I'll get back to you, and just try to dodge this man the best he could. But anyway, Otis leaves, and so Emmett is just looking back like, what the hell did I get myself into? So Rashad has his stuff in his hand, and Trigger's sitting at the table. So Trigger's like, where are you going? So he tells him basically he's moving in with Deja. Deja is a good woman. So he hugs him and he says, thank you for never giving up on me and always being there. However, I feel like if you wasn't going to tell Deja what happened, you could have at least told your man Trig. Trig probably don't even care. So Gemma goes to ask Marcus for her college fund because she doesn't want to go to college anymore. It doesn't mean anything but a piece of paper. And she wants to invest in Maisha's career, basically. And so Marcus first tells her no, but then he says, he'll give her a portion of it. And if she doesn't do something within a year, then she has to go to school. And so she agrees. So the news comes on and it's showing Doodah beating up Marcus, and everyone sees it. Tracy, Doodah is pissed off. So he says this time he is not going nowhere. He's staying here. He just needs someone to be his eyes and ears on the streets. Nuck is like, I'll do it, but Doodah tells Nuck he can't do it. He needs a young boy that's reckless and don't care. So I already knew where they was going with this. So of course they go on and they pull up on Bakari, and Bakari is like, rah, rah, F you, da-da-da-da. However, he's like, look, we're trying to offer you a job. He said, I don't need you to deal with the police. I need you to deal with me directly. And Bakari agrees. So Bakari goes by Smokey's. Lene asks, why was he dressed up? He said he has a new job. Papa says, doing what? He says, some real nigga shit. Linnea's like, it sounds like something illegal to me. So he said he'd rather do that than be boosting boxes or packages or something like that. So she was like, look, I don't fuck with criminals. So he was like, you fuck with your brother. And so she gets up and she leaves and she has an attitude. So he didn't fuck that up for himself. So Darnell and Jada, they finally get married. They had like this purplish color for their wedding. It was pretty. So when it came time to catch the bouquet, Keisha caught the bouquet. So I'm guessing Emmett and Keisha is up next. We're going to see season 6. Y'all, this has to be my favorite moment in this season finale. The season finale was very dry and boring, but when I seen this part, it excited me as if it was real. I don't know why. But Darnell walks Jada around the front and he lets her know basically he's been cheap all his life because he's been saving money. He lets her know that they have had their wedding in their own backyard. So she's like, this is my house. I didn't even get a chance to see it. But she is very excited, as she should be. And it's just great to see Darnell's growth from season 3 to season 5. This man has truly grown. And when I say this season finale was boring, it didn't give us like we sitting on the edge of our seat and we want more. Like, it just gave us happily ever after the end. Like how, what was it? Let's see. Let me see a show. Okay, just how the P-Valley ended. You know, Diamond left in the trunk. We want more. We want to see what's next. Keyshawn's still in jail. We want to see what's next. This one didn't give that at all. So Emmett buys Keisha that painting that was on the last episode. I told y'all really gotta watch my reviews. I be knowing what I'm talking about. I knew the way he was looking at that painting, he wanted to get it for her because he wants to make her happy. So anything that he has to do, he's going to do so. He just didn't have the money. So when Duda offered him the money, that's probably one of the first things that he did. But anyway, she's happy about the painting, so she asked him how was he able to afford that painting. So he's like, I have an investor for Smokey. So she's like, that's great. Who is it? He tells her, Duda. She instantly gets pissed off, like, did you not see him beat that man up on the news? Are you crazy? So he's like, I know that, he's not squeaky clean or whatever, but, I got this. Emmett, I hope you do. I really hope the hell you do. But see, look, in my mind, y'all, I was like, maybe Rob and Emmett comes together in some type of way to get rid of Duda. I don't know. I just be overthinking, y'all. I really want to see what's going to happen. So Kevin tells Nina and Dre he wants to move out. Kevin been waiting for this moment forever. So Nina said no. He said he figured that she would say that, so he wants to get emancipated. He says he's already signed the papers and he has enough for a down payment. Nina says, since you're so obsessed with paying rent, you could pay us some rent. So Dre is like, yeah, that's a good idea. She was like, you can start paying on the mortgage and in exchange, we'll give you more freedom. I feel like if the answer is no, it's just no. You ain't got to pay me nothing. You're not going nowhere. So Papa, Jake, and Maisha, they go pick Gemma up. So Gemma is like, Papa, why are you in the front? So Papa tells her, look, get in the bed. So she gets in the car and Jake cuts up the radio. And immediately Maisha's song starts playing on the radio. So they're all excited and they're bopping their heads and Papa all offbeat. But he tells her she has to give the glory to God. Something he said. And I was just like, yes, Papa, talk your shit. But anyway, she tells him thank you. And they're just so happy in that moment because, Gemma is supposed to be investing. So obviously she's doing a great job. So everyone is at Trig's announcement. Let me stop calling him Trig. Everyone is at Victor's announcement. And Tierra gets up there. She basically gives this long, drawn-out, fake-ass speech, of course. So when Victor gets up there, he lets everyone know him and Tierra are not in love. They were never in love, and they were never a couple. He said it was all for the campaign. So he basically wants everybody to vote for him for who he really is and not the life that he was trying to portray. So he does let everyone know that, he's human and that he makes mistakes as well. So he does say that he is in love with someone and he hopes to build a beautiful life with that person. So after his speech, of course, Shard is the first one to clap, and then that made everybody else clap, and everybody is really proud of him for coming clean. Even Papa's dad gave him a hug. And so I'm just glad that he did come clean because they drained us with this whole storyline, this whole season 5. So I know damn well for season 6, y'all better be together. Give me some season 6 predictions though, y'all. So do y'all think Kevin will move out? Do y'all think Duda will do something to Emmett? Do you think Rob will do something to Duda? Do you think Emmett and Rob will come together? I want to hear it, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel down below. Do y'all think Trig and Fatima are going to be together? Or will it be another Amani situation? Y'all let me know. I want to hear all this. I'll see y'all down below, and then I'll see you guys in the next video.